December 7th and 8th, Wednesday and Thursday, the sun is in Sag and the moon is in Gemini. Whoop! It's a big fat full moon, you guys, on the 7th. And not only is the sun in Sag, the moon in Gemini, but right next to the moon is Mars. This happens and it's a full moon. And I'm going to tell you something. The moon in Gemini, big moon in Gemini, with Mars, the male energy, standing right there on the moon. And I'm going to tell you something. We have to talk. These people are funny. They're honest. They have a lightheartedness. You know, when you meet somebody and you're like, why are they so juju? Like, why do they have so much chi? Why do they have so much get up and go? They're going for a ski. Then they're going to go for a holiday. Then they're going to go change their tires in the car for the neighbors. Like, they've got this incredible generosity of energy. That's what a full moon in Gemini is like. But because you're born with Mars and the moon, and some of you have this, together, that male energy sitting on the moon in Gemini, I've got to talk, I've got to wiggle, I've got to have people, and I've got to socialize. Now, there's 6 planets immutable. A baby born with this has an excessive amount of chi. We have Venus and Sag and the sun. Then we have Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. And then opposite the Sag, we have Moon and Mars in Gemini. Well, if you were born with that much mutable energy, you would have ants in your pants. You shake your foot under the table. You feel slightly self-conscious because you can't sit still. They tell you to meditate and you're like, I can't stand meditating. Well, you can meditate if you just finished your video game and you just went out for your ski run and now you're sitting exhausted drinking a glass of wine. Sometimes meditation for some people is just slowing down, which is not easy for this chart. A full moon and 6 planets immutable, they have ants in their pants, and they're the kids that drive you crazy. I'm an astrologer. When I look at that kid's chart, I say, Mom, you've got to get books out, Mars and Gemini, Moon and Gemini. You got to tell them about watching National Geographic. You got to tell them about watching videos from Disney and getting their minds to ask questions. You've got to use this person's intellect. Otherwise, they have ADHD. They have multiple personalities. They want to change their clothes. And then you feel like something's wrong with them. Why do we study astrology? And by the way, you're just coming to our new launch. So if you have one of those kids or you feel like you have never understood yourself, we have a beginner astrology school for people just like this, Gemini, Sag, who are always interested. You don't have to be an astrologer. You just want to learn how to accept your kid, your husband, your mother, but most of all, yourself. So why do we study astrology under a full moon with the moon and Mars together and sun and Sag? Because we know that the point of this exercise is to wake up inside the dream, become conscious of your character, accept the diversity of others, and then all of a sudden you're speaking astrology and making people feel okay about themselves. That's the right use of mutable energy. I love astrology. I'm never going to stop loving it, and I'm loving you. Astrology Answers wanted me to tell you, a baby born under this full moon, we got chi. If you like this video, be sure to join the wait list for my online school, Applied Astrology, where you'll discover the basics of how to read your birth chart and how to give readings to others. Your true purpose in this lifetime is waiting for you, and a clear roadmap so you can follow your path and fall madly in love with you. Come click in the description to join the wait list, and I'll let you know when the registration opens again. You'll be the first one on the list.